Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, wow, that person is really smart? Maybe they understand things quickly. Maybe they always have interesting ideas. Or maybe they seem to know something about everything. And sometimes it can feel like intelligence is just something people are born with. Like some people are naturally smart, and others just aren't. But here's the truth. Being smart isn't just about talent, it's mostly about habits. The way you think, the things you do every day, and the way you learn can actually make you much smarter over time. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 simple habits that can make you smarter no matter who you are. Let's start with the first one. The first habit is changing your mindset. A lot of people believe they are just bad at certain things. They say things like, I'm bad at math. I'm not a science person. I'm just not that smart. But smart people think differently. Instead of saying, I'm bad at this, they say, I'm not good at this yet. That one small word, yet, changes everything because it turns failure into progress. When you believe you can improve, your brain actually becomes more willing to learn. So the first step to becoming smarter is simple. Start believing that your intelligence can grow. Now, the second habit is reading every day. Reading is one of the most powerful tools for improving your mind. When you read, you are basically borrowing someone else's knowledge and experiences. You can learn from scientists, entrepreneurs, philosophers, historians, and thinkers from all around the world. And the best part is, you don't need to read for hours. Even 20 minutes a day can make a huge difference over time. If you read every day for a year, you'll be exposed to hundreds of new ideas. And ideas are what make people truly intelligent. The third habit is asking questions. One thing that separates smart people from everyone else is curiosity. Smart people don't pretend to know everything. Instead, they constantly ask questions like, why does this work like that? How was this created? What would happen if we did this differently? Curiosity is like fuel for your brain. Every time you ask a question, your mind starts searching for answers. And the more answers you find, the more your understanding of the world grows. So don't be afraid to ask questions. In fact, asking questions is one of the smartest things you can do. The fourth habit is learning difficult things. A lot of people avoid things that are challenging, but the truth is, difficulty is where growth happens. Think about your brain like a muscle. If you only do easy things, it stays the same. But when you challenge it, like when you learn something complicated, it becomes stronger. This could be things like learning a new language, coding, studying philosophy, solving complex problems, or even learning a musical instrument. At first, it will feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort is actually a sign that your brain is growing. So instead of avoiding difficult things, start looking for them. They are one of the fastest ways to become smarter. The fifth habit is teaching what you learn. This is one of the most powerful learning tricks in the world. If you can explain something in simple terms, it means you truly understand it. There's actually a famous learning method called the Feynman technique. The idea is simple. When you learn something new, try to explain it as if you were teaching it to someone else. You can explain it to a friend, write about it, or even just say it out loud. When you do this, you quickly discover what you really understand and what you don't. And when you simplify ideas, they become much easier to remember. Finally, the last thing you need to do if you want to become smarter is take care of your brain. Your brain works best when your body is healthy. That means getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, eating well, and not spending all your time scrolling on your phone. Sleep is especially important. When you sleep, your brain organizes and stores the information you learned during the day. Without sleep, learning becomes much harder. So if you want a smarter brain, you have to treat it well. Now, here's the important thing to remember. Being smart isn't about having a high IQ. It's about what you do every single day. If you start reading more, asking questions, learning difficult things, explaining what you learn, and taking care of your brain, your thinking will slowly begin to change. And over time, you'll become someone who understands more, thinks deeper, and learns faster. And that's what being smart is really about. Thanks for watching. And if you want more videos about improving your mind, learning faster, and becoming the best version of yourself, Make sure to subscribe